Hey everybody, it's Mushroom here. This is my Stuck in the Middle episode 8 and top 10, I don't know, or it's going to be my next review. I haven't been reviewing the show, I'm trying to catch up, so we're just going to jump right into this. So let us get started with this episode. So this is really a Georgie-centric episode, but it's got Harley and Ethan in it as well. So in this episode, Georgie's pretty much in the middle of off-season. She's got really nothing else to do. She's been doing all of her sports, so now it's time for her to get a new one. Sadly, there are none, so Ethan and Harley go over different sports that Georgie can join, and they find out that they think the golf will help her, and so I think that was really interesting as well for her to get into this new sport. I'm glad we have Georgie in this episode. It was really interesting to see her again, but I think that she really works in this episode. There are a few things I didn't like, which we'll get to, some certain characters, but I really did like Georgie a lot in this episode, more towards the end of the episode, and maybe a little bit in the middle. In the beginning, it wasn't that big of a deal, but I think that it was really cool. So we have a flashback here, of course, as well, them practicing golf. So it was really great to see her join golf and really get that side of this episode. I thought that was really interesting to watch and entertaining. And I think that Georgie, again, I like Georgie mostly in the middle, but the beginning also, wasn't bad and it was entertaining as well. Then Harley comes up with the idea of the rock and roller, which is this golf ball she invents to help Georgie make every shot. Now, I think that we saw that in another TV show, not a golf ball, but I think we saw that in a different TV show, if I'm correct. I don't know, it seems like we saw that somewhere else, I can't remember for sure. But, and then we also have the side story of this episode, how the kids complain about the shepherd's pie and their mom's cooking. So their mom, Susie, gives them a challenge to cook a meal for themselves. Now, Louie in this episode was really good, but I feel like he was always talking over a certain character, which we'll get to. Maybe not talking over, but I think that he was getting some lines that a certain character should have deserved, and I felt that way for a little while, so we'll get to that towards the end of the video. Now, anyway, we also saw the montage of Georgie winning every single shot with the rock and roller. That was also hilarious as well. I think that was really well done, and I think that it was just really fun to see them out of the house for an episode and see them in this setting here. It was really nice. I really liked that. I liked the victory dance that Georgie did as well. Again, liked Georgie through the middle of the episode too. Rachel was actually good this episode. I actually like Rachel quite a bit in this episode, and I think she made a really great impression. I think it's because that all the other kids were out, like Ethan, Harley, and Georgie, and I think that when she was in with the younger kids, especially in that one scene with Louie and Beast, she did really well, so I really liked her this episode. Now, Georgie, again, through the middle of the episode, did really fantastic. Like, I like when she was like, the machine. Like, I loved it. It was so much fun, and I think that Kayla, who plays Georgie, oh my gosh, that was so good. I think that she's really good in that scene, and I think that that's one of my favorite scenes with Georgie in it. Of course, we find out, that she's, kind of like, oh, I'm the winner. I'm trying to practice my winning speech and all that stuff. Really liked it. It was really nice, and I think that again, Kayla did a really good job with it. I mean, it was a really great time with Georgie in this episode, especially in those scenes. So that was really great. Daphne, I don't really like Daphne as much as the other characters, but she is still fun. I like the scene with her and her mom with, and Susie with the brownies, tattling. I thought that was really nice. But again, I'm not liking her as much as the other characters in this episode, as much as them, so yeah. And then the truth gets revealed as the rock and roller is revealed to Georgie. I do love, again, Kayla towards the end of the episode. I like when he's like, what do we do? And we're like, we need to use the rock and roller. I mean, there's no other way, right? I mean, you can't just drag all those people there and, lose. So I think that was also really, really great. And I like this scene here, that Louie and Beast's remote control car was kind of like controlling the golf ball too. I thought that was really nice. And I like, Georgie running around and trying to catch the ball. Georgie ends up deciding that she has no integrity and she quits sports, although Harley gets her out of it towards the end. We'll talk about that in a second. Now let's go back to the side story. Again, it was really fun seeing them taste the gross food, the challenge, the grossness, to see if their mom would really, go for the gross food. Rachel ended up, being like, I can't do it. I ain't doing it. Again, I really liked Rachel in this episode. I thought that she was really great. Ronnie Hawk does a good job, but it was really funny as well. Now, I definitely think Louie does talk over Beast quite a bit. I don't think Beast gets enough lines. I think that Malachi Barton does need more lines. I think that, he needs a lot more screen time because I think that Louie is taking up most of it. So hopefully that can happen and change in the future. Now, Georgie ends up joining another sport, but with these old ladies. I don't know, it was kind of weird. Like, she was like, okay, I'll join the mall walkers. We're like a new team now. And it was like, really? You just met these old people. I know they're old ladies, but still, you just met them. But it was really cool to see that scene. I really liked it quite a bit, and how Harley got her back in the groove. But what did you guys think of this episode? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Comment down below. And what was your favorite part? And do you agree with me about Beast and Louie? Do you think that Malachi Barton should get more lines? What do you guys think? Comment down below, and I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.